What's up, guys? Welcome back to Student of the Fight Game. Today I'm doing one of my most favorite fights of all time. And right now probably one of the best strikers in the world, if not the best striker in the world, Chingiz Allazov. This fight here was awesome. I actually got to see it live because I was helping train Supergirl at the time, so I got to go to Bangkok, go to 1FC, and actually see this one happen in real life. And when it happened, I was like, damn, that was a masterclass. That was one of the best fights that I have seen from Chingiz, like a game plan, and to deal with somebody like Grigorian, who's like a horrible person to fight because he's just been fighting the same way his whole life, and so he's so conditioned to be able to walk forward and just beat you up and get you on the ropes. So to fight somebody like this takes a lot of skill and a lot of balance, most importantly balance between when to use like lateral movement and escape off the ropes, when to like sit down and sit on your shots hard and then escape again, when to like fight fire with fire and try attack and push through the person, and when to like just keep them at range with jabs or push kicks. So crazy amount of things that you have to do in one fight, but Chingiz did it all, so I'm going to break that down for you. But the first thing we'll look at is, what did Marat want to do? And so what Marat wanted to do was this: get you on the rope and just beat you up, right? So that's his game that Chingiz loved that one. Look at him smiling about it. But yeah, he gets you on the rope and he just starts unleashing like heaps and heaps of shots on you. It's horrible. And so here's what Chingiz had to do during this fight. There's a lot of things like balance, sit on your shots, when to exchange and push, when to move his defense. And I'm just gonna break them down for you guys and we'll cut through it. And so when this loads, which I hope it's just, oh, I didn't even push play, hang on a second. There we go. All right, so this is gonna run through. 3, 2, 1. Example 1, movement and teeping. Watch this push kick. And he moves, this is his lateral movement, so he chooses to move off the ropes there and get away, and then boom. That tiny stabby push kick. I'm gonna go back and look at it because I can, because I'm doing like long form. Okay, look at this. So right now he's like maintaining distance by moving around against Marat, so he doesn't really have to engage because he's gonna like choose lateral movement. He's still got a bit of room on the rope, he moves off, avoids the attack, and then now he chooses the push kick to like keep him at bay. Next, he's gonna go a tempo change to like a fast low kick. So look, slow, tap, tap, boom. Slow, like a stabbing push kick just to hold him at bay. So that push kick is like a really important style of push kick he's doing. He's not like committing too much because he knows if he commits and Marat defends that push kick, it's gonna actually bring Chingiz in close to it, which is what Marat wants, right? Marat wants to get in the pocket, attack him. So his push kick's like really controlled. It's literally just stopping Marat's just sitting on his belly, boom, holding him there, maintain distance, and then he starts to move back. He's moving back slow, and then whack, and he just kicks the leg and disrupts him. Beautiful. And here's another tempo change. This is hands, tap, 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 boom. So he taps with his hands, and then he mixes it up and goes hard and fast to the legs. Do I do this one again? Oi, look at that. Missed with the push kick, even though like maybe it was a little bit more committed than before, and Marat took a swing at him. However, we're going to touch on the next one, know your opponent. Obviously he knows his opponent anyway because Marat throws the left hook all the time. So watch Chingiz duck, probably one, out of the fact he sees it, and two, he knows Marat always throws left hooks. But look, the foot there is slipping off the rib cage, eat a hook, oh, he ducks under it, shoots past. Know your opponent. What I mean by this is, so I was actually in the back of the changing room. God, why are you all glary? I don't know why it does that. Someone tell me on YouTube why my face just lights up like that sometimes. Is it because, maybe it's because I'm changing the light in the TV. Anyways, know your opponent. So I was in the back in the change room watching Chingiz warm up for this, and he kept warming up like really specific things. He wasn't really warming up like just smacking pads. He was like doing the same thing over and over again. So he was like throwing a right hook and then dipping under the counter hook, right hook dipping, and then he'd like drift on the mats as he was warming up. And he also threw a low kick and then lean back, a low kick and lean back. So his coach, really smart guy, obviously planned for this. And check this out. Hook, boom, and he dips. There's not even really a hook there. Marat throws a pretty average hook, but look, he dips off to the side. Boom, he dips again. Every time he does this exit, hook, dip. Dips every time. There was not even a hook there. He just dipped because, I mean, why wait and find out if the hook's coming? Just dip anyways, whoop, underneath of it, and he's off the ropes now. Boom, again, did it again. Habit number 2, here it comes. I froze that at a really good time. low kick, lean back. Low kick, lean, roll. So instead of like leaning back, probably because he was on the ropes, he rolled under the hook. Let's look at that again. Let's look at that again. One more time. Hang on. Habit number 2. Here we go. Low kick, boom, lean back, off, roll. Yeah. So obviously he like knew his opponent very, very well. My face is gonna go white. There it goes. Okay, when to meet fire with fire. So this is like a different way to create space. Like, so think about it like this. If he just backs up the entire time, Murat's gonna walk him down no matter what. He's got one game plan, that's like, I'm gonna get you. Similar to Bev that we did the other day, but he's gonna walk you down and hit you. So, and Murat can't move for 15 minutes consistently. So at some point, you've got to engage and hurt him. So look, he decides to stay there and he's attacking him hard, big knee, bang. Look where we are. Back in the middle of the ring. So like he created his own space by, trading fire with fire. When to meet fire with fire. Look, he goes heavy attacks, pushes him. Heavy knee, boom, bang, back to the center, back to his push kicks. So you have to do that sometimes. You have to give the other guy some sort of deterrence to go away. Otherwise, he's just gonna consistently walk you down and walk through all your pitter-patter shots. So this is what I mean by balance, how hard it is to balance this stuff. This one is when to sit on your shots and move. So now he sits on like 2 or 3 shots and then exits. So he doesn't like push through so heavy like the last one. The last one he kept attacking, forced Murat backwards. This time he sits on shots and he uses the fact that Murat stops dead because he throws some heavy shots. Chingiz throws heavy shots, Murat sits down to defend them, and then he goes and like scattles off, watch. Boom, heavy right hand, heavy kick, heavy right hand. Oh, and look at that, the dip, he did the dip again. And look on this one, this is to the body. Boom, digs to the body, gives him the space, heavy knee, steps back again. Right hand dip, again. Okay, look, measuring with the jab. Why have I slowed this down? Oh, I've slowed this down to show you. Heavy right hand. Look after the heavy right hand. So watch this, heavy right hand, you watch Murat's body. Boom, steps back, creates more space. Boom, heavy kick. Kick bumps him off to the side. More space. Heavy right hand dip. Dips off the edge. And here we go, body dig. Boom. Body dig, if someone hits you on the body, I don't know about you, but whenever I'm trying to get hit, when someone's trying to hit me in the body, I sit down to protect it. It's a pretty hard thing to defend being like mobile, right? And so here, digs the shot in. Now look at all that space it created. Big knee. I think the knee even bumps him back a bit. Look at that, he gives him a bit of a push. And then he's got space to work with again. Right hand, little dip off to the side. Heavy knee, distance, back to that push kick. He can't do the push kick anymore because Murat's too close, so he opts for the jab. Body dig, sits down to defend the body, it moves off. Engage and push the opponent. I love this one, this one's awesome. So look, this is hard to see, but I think I broke it down for you. He engages, and then he pushes him with his left hand, bum, and does a kick. But look, no, I slowed it down for you, don't worry. Boom, look at that hand, it's across his neck, he shoves him and then kicks him, and then now look where he is. Like, if anything, he's on the front foot. He's like attacking him now. He got all the way off the ropes, almost put Murat on the ropes. Attacks, knee, both hands across his body, push, boom, kick. There's actually another example in this fight that was better, but it goes back to the push kick to keep him at distance, but it's on my Instagram. I didn't actually put it in this one, but there's quite a few examples where he does that. Everything happening in the same sequence. Okay, so this is Chingiz putting it all together in one go. Keep up with me. Heavy knee, moves off, holding push kick, back to the jab, sits on the shots, heavy shots, chooses lateral movement, boom. Beautiful, chose to move instead of standing there. Now he's got to attack. He starts to attack harder, push him back and attack, back to the push kick, back to the jab, heavy shots, sits down, heavy knee, pushes forwards, gets him off the ropes, back to the measuring jab. He's trying to like meet fire with fire now, back to the push kick, right hand dip, maintaining distance, lateral movement, changes the tempo, hits with the knee, the kick, some other weird kick, lateral movement, dips under that right hook, measuring with the jab, dips under that left hook that time. Keeping distance, fire with fire. See how it pushes Marat back sometimes, he has to do it sometimes, as well as moving back and using that push kick and using that jab. Low kick pulls away from the hook, lateral movement, moves off the ropes, goes back to measuring, sits down on his shots, push kick too close, goes for the jab. Does he move off the ropes? Yes, he moves off the ropes, look at that. And so like goes back to the push kick, heavy right hand, moves off the ropes. Look how hard this is to do consistently for 15 minutes. Tempo change, push kick, heavy knee, right hook, logo, boom, logo, thank you, Sam. But yeah, that is so hard to do, to like fight somebody that style and get, and not get stuck on the ropes all the time. You see how many things you have to be good at, and how diverse you have to be. You have to go from like being like a long range fighter, good with push kicks. If your push kick stops working, you got a good jab. If you get stuck on the ropes, you have to trade fire with fire. Sometimes you have to like sit down your shots and then move, and if you have the space to do it. But imagine he got tired, right? In like round 5, Marat started to get him on the ropes. That's what those 2 clips at the start were from. Was in the 5th round when he actually got him on the ropes, he started to like let loose some combinations. But because Chingiz had just whipped him for 4 rounds moving like that. And so probably one of the greatest displays of kickboxing and like diverse skill sets that I've seen in such a long time. So yeah, I absolutely love that fight. And the last thing I want to say is that referee, I know that guy, I know Olivier Coste. In the last round, bro, you kept telling them to engage and fight and telling Marat to come forwards. There is no way. Those guys left everything on in that ring, in that fight. They did so much. You cannot be yelling at them, telling them to engage into the fight in the last like minute. Like they haven't been doing that for the last 14 minutes, bro. So just keep that in mind. But anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in again and watching this video. Remember, if you want to learn any of this stuff, a lot of this is on my Patreon. We actually do a class like this here at Bangtan Muay Thai, and I have filmed it, and I show you how to drill it and how to practice it. So that's going to be popping up soon. And speaking of subscriptions, like and subscribe, hit the notification bell. Next, I'm going to break down probably an MMA fight. I don't know, maybe some K1 Max, we'll see. Bye-bye.